Assalamualaikum everyone. We are from Group 3. We'll be presenting about Oldtown white coffee.
Assalamualaikum and hi doctor. My name is Muhammad Yusri Shafi'i. My metric number 271785. So first is the introduction to Oldtown white coffee. Oldtown Berhad, also known as Oldtown white coffee, is the largest halal coffee chain in Malaysia. Oldtown Berhad is located in Ipoh, Perak and was established in 1999. So the company manufactures a mix of instant drinks and products, also operate in more than 237 cafes throughout Malaysia and regions such as Singapore and China. So here we know that Oldtown white coffee is one of a big company in Malaysia. So in 2005, the company expanded into the food service sector with the opening of a chain of coffee shop based on the traditional coffee shop environment and coffee atmosphere under the Oldtown white coffee brand. Oldtown is currently exporting instant beverage blends to more than 14 countries listed on Bursa Malaysia as the main board. So currently, Oldtown Berhad has a total of 244 outlets, where the outlets are mainly located in Malaysia. Oldtown Berhad outlet is also operating in Singapore, Hong Kong, Indonesia, and Myanmar. So here we know that Oldtown Berhad not just sells their product in Malaysia, but is they sells in Singapore, Hong Kong, Indonesia, and Myanmar. So we know that this company is an international company. So next is the potential for Oldtown white coffee to enter the international market. So firstly is Oldtown Berhad, or being more recognized as Oldtown white coffee, chooses Oldtown white coffee classic 3-in-1. This is because Oldtown classic texture is very bold and rich. Then the perfect combination of sweetness and bitterness is a combination that attracts people to try it. After that, the aroma of Oldtown white coffee also really arouses people's appetite. So this product show high popularity in the market because of the convenience of making coffee and can be served right away. So making out a cup of coffee is becoming the daily routine work for those who has hectic schedule. So three potential international market is France, Japan, and Korea. So that's all for me. Thank you. We go to the next presenter.
My name is Mawadatul Husna binti Mustafa, metric number 275354. The product that had been chosen by us to enter potential global market is Oldtown white coffee, classic 3-in-1. After making some research, we had decided to choose 3 countries that has great potential for this product to enter, which is Japan, South Korea, and also France, due to several factors. The main reason that these 3 countries are chosen is because the global market shows high demand for consuming coffee every year. Despite having their own coffee bean from their own country, the high level of importing coffee from all around the world has illustrated that the market shows positive reactions to coffee. There is an opportunity that entering one of these global markets benefits Oldtown white coffee itself, where it shows a sign of high demand from the population in the global market. Research also had shown that there is an increasing number for instant coffee preference nowadays. This is due to its affordability and also convenience. Instant coffee also has risen in popularity in 2020 for being inexpensive and easy to brew, making it accessible even though during COVID-19. Next is rapid urbanization. During this fast-paced situation, people get busier and need a drink that is easy to consume and without brew. Due to that, they prefer to choose instant coffee because they do not need to brew it just to drink coffee. Last but not least, the number of rising in e-commerce retail sales today, instant coffee approximately 25% of all retail brewed coffee consumed worldwide. According to World Population Review, for the coffee consumption by country in 2020, Japan is at 11th ranking, followed by France, which is at 22nd ranking, and lastly South Korea at 28th ranking. All of these three countries is in 30 of highest coffee consumption by country, which is top 30.
Hi, my name is Ruben Raj. My matrix number is 270500. South Korea Demographic Analysis. Age 15 to 35 is the demographic of the various people who often consume coffee. At this age, people tend to drink coffee to stay focused at their work. Psychographic and Behavior Analysis. South Korean consumption behavior is on the rise and the consumers are concerned about their spending. It even replaces the Korean traditional drink that most Koreans have been drinking for a long time. Regional culture and ethnic analysis. South Korea is mainly influenced by Chinese and Japanese culture in East Asia. Each coffee is constantly changing the suit of lifestyle of the consumer from time to time. Complete culture and segment profile for typical consumer. Most people who consume coffee in South Korea are people who are dealing with hard work and tiredness in the work in order to keep them stay awake. Regional market potential for South Korea market. The product is instant coffee, which is perfect for Korea's busy life schedule. Analysis of competition in South Korea. There are three types of competitors in South Korea. The first one is Maxim, the second was Namyang, and the third one is Ediva. Potential consumption market share in South Korea. Mocha Gold Mile Coffee are 75% of market share, and Namyang French Coffee is 10% of market share, and Venus Instant Coffee is 7% of market share. Blue Mountain Coffee is 5% of market share, and Oldtown Classic White Coffee is 3% of market share. Identification, selection, and recommendation of target market strategy. To enter South Korea market, the most appropriate strategy for targeting is undifferentiated marketing. This strategy is very suitable for new products entering the new market, as information about the product itself may not be known by consumers there and strong competition between local and old white coffee. Japan Demographic Analysis. Coffee in Japan is very popular among working adults, young adults, and teenagers. Psychographic Analysis. The purchase decision is made depending on the nature of the product or service being considered and the status of family member. Regional culture and behavior analysis. A large number of Japanese workers work overtime to provide energy, so they consume coffee to continue working. Complete culture segment profile for typical consumer. Coffee shops in Japan often serve an unforgettable meeting with traders to chat, and coffee shops, dates, and meetings with friends at the liquor store are common. Regional market potential for Japan market. Tokyo is not only the city with a culture that rooms the trendy coffee shops. Cities like Kyoto, Hiroshima, and Osaka are full of new and old places that compete for Japanese people. An analysis of competitors in Japan. There also are three competitors in Japan for coffee. The first one is UCC 3-in-1 white coffee. The second one is Blendy Cafe Latte Milk Cafe Latte. And the third one is AGF Maxim Japan Instant Coffee. Potential consumption market share in Japan. Nestle is 57% of market share, AGF is 20% of market share, UCC is 5% of market share, and Oldtown White Coffee is 18% of market share. Identification, selection, and recommendation of target market strategy. The most suitable appropriate marketing strategy is adapting to the culture. Adapting to Japanese culture is often a challenge for foreigners. If Oldtown manage to adapt to Japanese culture, they will have higher chance of marketing their products there.
Hi and Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Shazana Fazana binti Sulaiman. My matrix number 273044. Today I'll be explaining about global market analysis in France. Firstly, demographic analysis. Coffee was first introduced in Paris back in 1669. In 2015, France has been the third largest country in Europe after Germany and Italy that consume coffee. Secondly, psychographic and behavioral analysis. In France, they tend to drink coffee at the store instead of at their home because to save their time, but they still consume fresh ground coffee during breakfast at their home. Furthermore, French consumers have a habit which is a must for them to drink a cup of coffee after each meal. Thirdly, regional culture and ethnic analysis. French have coffee beans that vary by region, and there are many significant regional coffee brews that have become both national and regional. Next, complete culture and segment profile for the typical consumer. France classifies their social class into three categories, which is upper, middle, and lower class. As for typical coffee consumers, they are from middle class. Thus, those with packed schedule will also demand to have a cup of coffee every day. Next, regional market potential for France market. The regional market potential for Oldtown white coffee is Brittany, which is located in the north of France. This state in France has the highest number of cafes opened and the demand for coffee. Analysis of competition in France. There are three main competitors in France, which is Lior Instant Coffee Stick, Starbucks We Are Ready Brew Italian Roast Coffee, and Mount Hagen Organic Instant Regular Coffee. Next is potential consumption market in France. For Lior Instant Coffee Stick, they have 21% in market share, Starbucks have 51%, Mount Hagen have 12%, and Oldtown have 8%. Last but not least, identification, selection, and recommendation of a target market strategy. In France, we can use concentrated marketing strategy because not every segment can accept new products. So by targeting one segment with a single marketing mix, it can help us to understand the needs and motives of the segment's customers and design a specialized marketing mix. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good day. My name is Rashida binti Rodin. My matric number is 271623. So now I will presenting about recommendation for global market. The first point is using undifferentiated marketing. Through the method, Oldtown White Coffee Classic can be reach more customers in the market strategies that require lower cost if compared to others. The second point is the highest coffee consumption in South Korea. It is a habit for the people over there to drinking one instant coffee at least in the morning, not because it is low in calories or refreshing, but it is also convenient to sober up. The third point is has a halal logo. Oldtown White Coffee Company provide their product with halal logo that can be consumed by Muslim people that live in South Korea. For the next point, I will pass it to the next presenter. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ahmad Shafwan bin Zakaria. My matric number is 271765, and now I'm going to explain why we recommend South Korea market for Oldtown Classic White Coffee. The opportunity of Oldtown Classic White Coffee to enter the market and food beverage industry in South Korea is very easy due to free trade agreement signed between South Korea with Asian countries and some European countries. This means that the FTA not only reduce barrier import and export activities, but also service and goods can be bought and sold through international barrier with low subsidy, tariff, and quota. Moreover, there are a few to no government regulation banning trade exchange. Last but not least, expectation of coffee market growth and demand in South Korea depict no indication of slowing down. In the whole Pacific coffee market, coffee consumption in South Korea represents about 6% and is a leading market including Indonesia and Japan. As a result of statistics in 2015-2018, the average coffee consumption in South Korea on average among young people aged 20 and above in 2018, they have consumed coffee around 353 cups. That is an average of almost 1 cup of coffee 1 person per year. South Korea coffee market has recorded around 6.8 trillion won South Korea in 2018 only. The gray amount show there is no denying that South Korea is suitable market for Oldtown classic white coffee to enter compared to the Japan and France market.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Atirah binti Muhammad Rashidi. My metric number is 262904. I will present about global marketing strategy for Oldtown white coffee, classic 3-in-1 in entering South Korean market. Referring to Old White Coffee vision of becoming a well-known white coffee brand in Asia Pacific by providing high-quality product to customers worldwide, we provide several marketing strategies to help companies penetrate the market in South Korea. Okay, first marketing strategy is marketing research. Marketing research is any set of technique used to gather information and better understand a company target market. But the way we feel is very suitable for the South Korea market is observation. According to the Statista, 35.71% of South Koreans drank instant coffee at least once a day in 2018. Therefore, the Old White Coffee can make observation on the type of coffee that South Korea are interested in and then produce coffee that is of interest of South Korea in the country market. Okay, next, product differences. Product differences is what make your product or service stand out to your target audience. Simply say that differentiate the product of one company from another company is benefit. Oldtown white coffee companies need to make their coffee product different from other by adding others benefit. Company needs to know the favorite feature of coffee lover in South Korea. For example, company can produce instant coffee with organic ingredient. Therefore, consumer will choose the coffee because it is different from other brands. Okay, in addition, branding strategy. Branding strategy is a long-term plan for the development of the successful brand in order to achieve specific goals. The most common thing all companies do for brand strategy is to advertise their product on South Korea television channel. Oldtown White Coffee can invest their expenses in this matter. This is to ensure that all Korea are familiar with their brand. By advertising product on television is an effective way because all Koreans regardless of age will watch the television.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Azila binti Mokhtar and my number metric is 262878. Today I will talk about price strategies, distribution channels and promotional differences. In price strategies, there are price skimming. The meaning of price skimming is where the company set up the price of product high at the first place in order to make the product only available high class. So the company has to set the price of Oldtown white coffee classic 3-in-1 at a high price at the early stages of product life cycle to get a better cash flow. For distribution channel, the company have used three types of distribution channel. The first one is direct channel, second retailer channel, and third is selective distribution. Definition of direct channel is the oldest methods of peddling products where do not involve inclusion of intermediary when doing the business. So when the customers want to test Oldtown white coffee classic 3-in-1, they can go to markets nearly at their house. For the retailer channel is defined as the retailer buy the product from the company and then sell it back to the customer. So the retailer in South Korea can buy the product Oldtown white coffee classic 3-in-1 from the company itself. and then sell it back to the customer to get a profit after selling off all of the products. For the selective distribution includes a manufacturer using a narrow number of outlets in a geographical area to peddle products. When there are a limited number of retailers and wholesalers, the Oldtown can create a strong relationships with retailers and wholesalers. And when use this method, Oldtown also can reduce the total marketing costs and can easily control quality of the products. For promotional differences, refer to a valued and distinctive images that are produced in order to get a huge number of customers in a very different country. They can promote from media like radio advertisement, television advertisement, and social media that can create a relationship with the customers.